Absolutely balled out yesterday. They dominated the Bills quite literally from the first snap to the echo of the whistle. 87-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry on the first play, and Lamar Jackson, he absolutely balled out himself. A dominant, convincing, star-studded performance by the star himself. Well, bring us on camera first, Colton. Can we see, kind of talk to the people first? Bring us on camera, bring us on camera, bring us on camera. I'm supposed to just toss the sound right there for y'all to hear, but what I need y'all to know in the facility, at least your boy, not so brash, that when it gets something wrong, can't acknowledge that we got something wrong.
As y'all should.
Y'all? Take a listen.
Whoa,
I wanna hear
hold up.
Who do you trust more, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen?
It's Josh Allen easily for me right now.
Who do I trust more in this game right here? It's Josh Allen.
I always thought that Josh was better, right? I just look at the way he plays. He can throw it at a high rate. He can run it at a high rate.
Josh is a scarier football player than Lamar Jackson.
Scary. You said scary, and I said easily.
You gotta have,
I wasn't on there.
you gotta have the biggest apology. You gotta have the second biggest apology.
Okay, at least I'm not the biggest, because you said scary.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What's that one dude in court who said, I said, Lamar, that I'm sorry. Tell the Ravens, I'm sorry.
Tell the Ravens, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not apologizing that much, though. I'm not apologizing at all, actually. Because y'all said it was levels to it. And y'all said that Josh is way bigger level than Lamar. And I said, no, that's not true. I said they both were on the same level. And I think that Josh is just better quarterback. I mean, but even them losing like that and then getting the hell beat out of him, I mean, I think Josh, I would take Josh still before I take Lamar. I think we all would. Right?
I didn't change my, watching that game, I didn't watch that game and say, yeah, Lamar better than Josh. I watched that game and say, hell of a job by the Ravens, hell of a job by Lamar. Josh, you ain't got enough. But that game didn't skew me all the way. But again, I said, Lamar, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What about you? I owe Lamar, you know, when your homeboy across the room or something across the field. I owe him one of them because, yes, I may still take Josh, but Lamar the real dang deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was saying. He's real deal.
But to be honest with you, I did sit up here and say it does sound crazy that we're all just picking Josh because of how special Lamar is, but Lamar put on a show.
Yes, he did.
With his arm, with his legs, whatever he had to do. He put on a show. So I owe him, my bad, dog. I owe him one of them. But Lamar went to work last night, man. He was the best player on the field.
Was he? Derrick Henry.
Come on.
Come on. Be fair. Be fair. Be honest.
Lamar was the best player on the field.
Oh, okay. All right. So you owe him like that
Lamar,
across?
3 passing, 1 rushing.
Okay, 1 running, 1 receiving, and he almost had 200 yards. I'm a running back. I'm just
199.
8.1 at carry. You tell me.
At 30 years old.
You know how hard it is to do that?
That is different, but
let's not divide them, though. They did good together.
They did.
And I think that Lamar Jackson though, is a special player. Like, there's only one level. There's 3 levels. One is Patrick Mahomes is up here, right? I think the guys like Josh, Burrow, and Lamar, they in that tier group.
Second tier,
And then everything else is like good quarterbacks like the Bakers and all them other guys. And then the rest is just the real average guys. So, but Lamar and Josh are the same level. I just think that Josh is better.
Yeah, it is crazy. But for me, it's always a rotating.
But it's not like a big joint.
And not only that, it's what you want. It's what you want as a quarterback. There's a lot of other people that might say they want Lamar.
That's cool, though, because it's so close.
Cool, exactly.
Yes, they're so close.
It really ain't no bad answer.
They're both nice.
Both
I would take Lamar in a heartbeat.
Just to preface the apology, because I do owe him. You know, you're doing that. I'm like, hey, I'm dapping him up. My bad, dog.
For sure. Hey,
It's like that.
Too.
Yeah, and I look him in his eyes and be like, hey, like,
because the way you started it off.
Easily.
I said easily. But to preface the question, it was who do you trust more on Sunday? I thought the Bills had the better team. I was drastically wrong about that. I thought the Bills had the better offensive coordinator in Joe Brady. I was drastically wrong about that for this game because Todd Monken, they did what they wanted to do, running the football, and it took a while because the Ravens were messing around a little bit, but they found their identity. And their identity is we are going to run the ball right through you. The last 2 weeks, 524 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns.
We call that an identity.
Identity. It took them forever to find it. Lamar, you can still throw the football. I like it. I still think you're a gifted thrower. But, man, let's be honest. You are an amazing runner of the football. The last 2 games, Lamar's rushed for 141 yards. And I love the fact that they're taking the pressure off of Lamar. When I say they, Todd Monken specifically, is taking the pressure off Lamar to throw the football. He's thrown the ball 33 times in 2 games, and they are winning. They've ran the ball 70 times in those games. 33 times throwing, 70 times rushing. I think that's the biggest thing is it's taking the pressure off Lamar to be perfect. You're getting him on the move. And you saw these little layered throws that we talk about Brock Purdy all the time that Lamar's doing. It's not like he couldn't ever throw the football, but I think he's unlocking them in a completely different way of running the football.
So you didn't say it. We're still waiting for them words.
I said sorry.
Oh, you said sorry?
From the start.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I
tweeted it last night,
I'm
too.
happy that you can go out there and say sorry when you mess up. Some guys have a hard time with that. But look, hold
I said
up.
it last night. I tweeted it.
Since you're cool with doing that, because we got some more guys you got to apologize to. Because Prime hit me up after that segment we had. You was like, they going to get blown out and all that? Yeah, because he going to need a apology too, though. You know what I mean?
Can we hear that one?
Listen, dog, it's not my business to be putting everybody's business out there, but for your sake, you apologize with Lamar. Out of that same mouth, we need Prime eventually. On these serious, can you set that up?
He said Prime's going to get blown out.
We all say, it's going to be tough games at third, you know what I mean? They're underdogs and all that. But somebody was like, they going to get blown out.
There's going to be a lot of them.
So, you know what I mean?
And we in the facility.
I'm sorry.
We in the facility now, because that's how it is. Walk straight through them doors. What was you talking? What was you talking about? Who's getting blown out all the way across the locker room?
In reality, they really hadn't played anyone, and they got beat by Nebraska.
Still doing it.
I'm getting there, Shady. I thought that UCF was the better team. I was wrong.
You were?
And when you're wrong, you're going to say,
I said it.
I
was wrong.
no, that's not
I ain't saying sorry in the same thing twice.
I got a question for y'all, though, real quick before we take the break. This Lamar Jackson conversation. We weren't there yet. We weren't there yet. Did Lamar and the Ravens break up with their ex just to get back with him?
Yes.
You got rid of Greg Roman because he was running the ball too much. You wanted Lamar Jackson to pass the ball more. So you got rid of Greg Roman, who helped Lamar Jackson win the second unanimous MVP in the history of the award, only to Tom Brady. Lamar Jackson had a 66.1% completion percentage that year. This year, he has a 66.7% completion percentage. He had 36 passing touchdowns, I believe it was, that year. I don't know what he's on pace for this year, but it's not the same. I think, Chase, you told me in the pre-show meeting, Lamar Jackson's attempted 33 passes the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks? It's not a lot. Did you break up with Greg Roman, who helped you go 14-2, unanimous MVP, just to full circle get back with Todd Monken to do what Greg Roman did?
No, it's completely different schemes. Greg Roman is a run first, meaning like his pass game concepts for some people that I know that have played for him, they don't really make a lot of sense. It's really hard to read. It's not like it's pure sweepers.
I play for him.
You know, from a quarterback, it's really not sweepers like that. He wants to run the football and run the football and run the football. And so there's all these runs for Lamar Jackson. You look at Todd Monken last year, Lamar won the MVP because of how he threw the football last year. It is a pass first, and then Todd Monken's learning these schemes that Greg Roman may have done that unlocks not only Lamar, who's 7th in the league in rushing, but Derrick Henry, who's 1st in the league in rushing. So just pure tape and scheme-wise, it's completely different scheme.
But now they're run first, though.
Yeah, I didn't play for Greg Roman, so I don't know, and you could talk about this a little bit more. So I don't really know the pass concepts. But what I seen from the Ravens last night is what I seen from Greg Roman. Run the football, a play-action pass here and there to the tight ends. That's what we seen last night. I just think, to Acho's question, they needed to know and find out that a spread offense was not Lamar Jackson. Because we were all sitting here when Greg Roman was the offensive coordinator, myself, spread him out, man. Let Lamar throw the ball. I needed to see that wasn't his strength. And I think that's what we are seeing now, that wasn't his strength, even with them hiring Monken. And now Monken has gotten back to the basics, and Lamar looks like, this is what I do. Let me run, let me hand it off. I will play action pass, and if I got to scramble, I'll scramble.
I think that another difference is, even when you had Todd Monken, like, you didn't know you was getting Derrick Henry. I think any coach in America, you got Lamar Jackson, then you go out there and you sign Derrick Henry. You might want to throw the ball a lot, whatever you want to do, but when you get that tandem, you're going to run that ball. Whoever corner is. Andy Reid can have that. Man, I want to throw, but I got 2 of the best runners that we've ever seen on the same field. So I got to run the ball with them. And another thing I think with Greg Roman is, what people don't know is that he doesn't manage the passing. He has a passing coordinator. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's interesting.
Where he calls all the plays as far as runs, but then we had a passing coordinator.
Crazy.
So when we go in stalls, right, he does all the run stuff, and then the pass coordinator will come in there and go for the pass.
So it's basically,
in the game, who calls the passes in the game?
And that's the question that nobody knows, because you don't even see
Is
the
it
passing.
Greg or the coordinator?
You don't see the passing coordinator. So either he was on the field calling the plays, and then the pass coordinator was up on top.
Herbert.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, Herbie.
Maybe he'll text you back.
Beach, come on. Dog.
Hey, look, when we return, it's time for the favorite segment on Monday, Monday Morning Presser. We are sounding off. What